everybody.
Everyone who pays a salary, we can't call the other people's work locations names. Hey, this shit ain't free. Y'all just listen to this for free.
Say less.
Say less.
Say
Anyway,
less. Say less.
There we go. So we're here to talk about Black Panther. This is Black Panther week on 10th year seniors.
This is Black Panther week across the globe.
Across the globe, but I would go in the 10th year seniors group and niggas would try to pitch other stuff or say other things.
Like, don't bring up that shit during Black Panther week. Just don't. Talk about that the week after.
Listen, GSSA championships going on. Like, that's the championship of Wakanda high school basketball as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, it is.
So, yo, that's what it is. So we have a special guest in the studio. Yo, my man. Introduce yourself. I know you was Dom, but like I want you to say like all the fraternity stuff, like from beginning to end.
There you go. I'm not in the mood for it.
Really?
Really?
There
you go.
Really?
No, I just wanted you to do it.
So that's gonna turn into a whole back and forth.
It absolutely will not.
Yeah.
I'm not the type. Like I'm really not the type. Like I know a lot of people get really engaged and competitive with it. I just was never like that. I don't know why.
My thing is that I kind of can get like that, but it's mostly on a friendly. Like joshing with each
like
other
when you
type
ain't taking it
basis.
seriously.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not gonna get all aggressive about it. Like, yo, we gotta fight.
I thought you was gonna say when you drink it.
No. I mean,
no, actually, that kind of coincides sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, but like if we if we plan. Like, we have, like, basketball tournaments, bowling tournaments, flag football, and all that stuff. So, of course, in those type of situations, it's gonna be like, yo, we gonna talk trash. But at the end of the day, like, a lot of people who I'm cool with, a lot of dudes who are, like, I would kick it with or who I'll talk to, like, they're in other organizations. So, at the end of the day, my thing is always, like, if I knew you before the letters, or even if I knew you after the letters, I know you without them.
Yeah.
So we can still be cool. It's just that I wear black and gold, you might wear red and white, or purple and gold, or blue and white. So at the end of the day, I don't really get all hype about it, but you know, if you want to go there,
I feel like that.
we get ready.
That sounds like a Drake line. Like, you know?
If you wanted to go there, we could go there. Because my best friend in college, we lived together for 3 years, Jonah. He's an alpha. A lot of people thought that that's what I was going to do while I was at UK. I ended up pledging Kappa.
You wanted to shimmy.
Huge. Well, I mean, that was important though. That was important. So
I had to talk about unity, guys.
I know,
and we here.
And I have a lot of friends that are alphas through him, and locally a lot of friends that are alphas here. And so when I saw this, I said, these niggas always thought they was the Blackest. If there's anybody that was going to do this, it's them.
I knew.
Let's just start right there.
Timmy told me, because, blah, 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 what we were saying, but Timmy told me, he's like, yo, some fraternity niggas wanted to do the Black Panther screen.
And you knew.
I immediately knew.
You knew.
I immediately knew who it was. I was just like, I know which fraternity this is.
You knew. You ain't even have to say nothing. You knew.
If you black and you know any Greek people, you understand exactly what we talking about. You nod your head right now and just like, yeah, I knew it was them niggas. Yes.
I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, shoot, I saw, it was funny. I don't even remember. I just was Googling, like, some stuff. Because I think we were trying to put together a flyer. And I Googled, like, I wanted to see if anyone else was doing it. First of all, almost every time, I actually got, like, couple hits, like, couple alpha chapters in the U.S. are actually
doing the screening.
Of course they are.
Yeah, so it's funny that they're doing that. And then I also saw, like, they had, like, Watch the Yard had something like, okay, like, well, what if superheroes were inside? What if superheroes were Greek? Of course, T'Challa was an alpha and stuff like that. So it's funny. So
God damn it! Why didn't I think of that?
I get it. I get it. It's you should. I mean,
I still doing it.
I mean, I was gonna say you should still do it.
Go ahead. I still doing it. Thanks.
Still do it. But yeah, I'm Dominic Stubbs. AKA Dom, I guess, as everyone knows me. I am just here because I get called to do all the marketing and press stuff and promo stuff for Alpha. They give me a pretty title though, press liaison officer.
Press liaison.
Whenever officer.
You use like a liaison, I feel like they give you an ascot once you have that, or you get like a tie clip. Definitely cufflinks, like definite cufflinks.
You know what that sounds like? Mike made you do that, hey. Mike made you do that.
On some like real shit. Yeah, he did.
I know.
I mean, he didn't come up with the title, but like I was like totally like, okay, I have things to do. I'm not gonna run for any executive positions. I'm gonna fall back, just be regular. And Mike was like, nah, Dom, I need you to come out, and I still need you to help, and you know what to do. And so yeah, that's how I kind of end up always being the one who gets called to do everything.
Played football with Mike for years. When someone that size just stands in front of you and they shout at you and they just tell you you're doing something without asking, you just kind of end up doing
I
it.
heard some stories about Mike before games. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
this
he
one
listens to
time,
death metal and stuff like that.
this one time before a game,
Death metal?
yes.
Yeah.
And when people see him in the workplace, they would not believe these stories,
I
right?
used to work with him.
This one time before
No,
a game,
seriously?
Mike walked up to a coconut tree and just bashed his head
Oh
in,
yeah, I
like
heard about
repeatedly.
that story. Yeah, I
He
heard-
cracked
okay.
a dashboard just ramming his head into it.
To make sure that you pay for your Black Panther screening before you get there.
Yeah, or Mike will
We
do
don't
that
want
to you.
these mic problems.
Yeah, Mike is a big dude, by the way. Like,
Pause.
Pause is applicable.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, this is a podcast.
No,
Good
listen,
job.
we went through that
Good job.
earlier because I had to ask him for his number to send the WhatsApp location for the trap
and you had
house.
to pause
I had to pause it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pause
that was
that
funny.
down.
As hell.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I had to pause it
You're
though.
like, you DM and I'll do, hey, let me get that number.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's terrible though.
Nah,
Pause.
I understand. I laughed. I said, "You good, bro? You good?"
I had to pause my whole life.
Hey, dog, where shit is happening now, so you never
Yeah,
know.
That's true.
All right, so the screening. You guys are doing the screening at Galleria.
Yeah.
The show.
The show. The show. It's gonna be.
Was it R&D the show, the original show?
Dog, I don't even pay it. I rarely watch movies over here.
I
think
feel
the
like when
last
there's only
movie-
one left, it's got to be the show though.
I
show.
agree.
Yeah, it gotta be
The
the
last
show.
movie I watched in the theater in the Bahamas was Inception.
Wow, that's a good couple of years ago.
Well, yeah,
It's a good movie, by the way.
It's a great
I
movie.
love
Like
that movie, by
soundtrack.
the way.
Like listen, Black Panther have as good a
Hans Zimmer.
soundtrack.
Hans Zimmer.
You know the dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you working out. Best of Hans Zimmer.
Yeah,
that
Hans
shit'll
Zimmer.
take you
Like
through.
the shit he did for Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer he's a great composer. I know.
See, he's a perfect person for this podcast. This is why you're the press liaison right now. Press liaison
I'm a good
is-
guest booker.
pause. Or
Hey.
that, sure.
I'm a good
If
guest
that's how you wanna
booker.
live your life, yes.
I could have asked Mike.
Yeah,
And you know what
you
Mike
know
would've
what Mike
done?
would have done? He'd have called me.
called me.
So
Yo, go
yeah,
do this,
you
yo.
did. You just cut out the middleman. So that was smart.
So Thursday, February 15th,
yeah,
9 o'clock. That's when the showing is.
9:06 to be
9:06 to be exact.
These
Now,
niggas.
what time?
Stop.
Wait.
Wait.
Hold on. This
Yo,
is gonna
I just
be-
had to throw that in just
I know what this is
to
about. Now I'll go.
Why these niggas couldn't just have it 9 o'clock?
Why?
Why they couldn't just have it 9 o'clock?
Just so you
You
know, I
needed
think
to
you
know.
would be proud to know that when I told Amo it, because we are like all of us in like a fantasy basketball group.
He would have definitely wanted to go 9/11. You know what I would have said to him?
Yeah, Amo's like a super Neo, isn't he?
I would have said, of course he is. Listen, these niggas have
The
more.
Neos,
They
between
have
him and Kyle, I don't know. They were born as Kappas.
They have 3 times as much Nelia as I have compiled in like 10 years. These niggas amazing. Every time I see them, they wearing
come out
Nelia.
the fucking womb.
Every
Kappas.
time I see them, they wearing Nelia. Like I went on UB for something, and I'm like, how all of y'all wearing this
Okay,
every
This
day?
is my other phone, right? Amanda messaged me. Amanda's like, why Amo texting this at Dom on Twitter? Like, why are you tweeting him this? It was something about ain't. We don't want no ain't shit out there.
Oh yeah. So what's funny is when I posted it, yo, this is what we doing, blah blah blah. I'm always like, hey, I don't want no monkey business out of y'all. Say, I swear to God, if I hear who you with, I'm leaving. I was like,
I apologize for my Neos.
No, and he's the first person I mentioned. I was like, Amo, you get your ticket yet? I was like, yeah. I got my ticket.
Amo was like, yo, bro, I need my tickets. But he was like, I'm not coming at 9:06. I'm coming 9:11. I was like,
All right, we'll miss the first 5 minutes, you idiot.
I mean, truthfully, it'll probably just be trailers.
Still, I trying to be seated from like 8:30.
Because now we have to talk about seating. Because we want to sit in the middle, and then this is going to go into the question we asked you before this podcast.
Yes.
My nigga. Why? I know we live in the Bahamas. And I know that usually for parties, people just want like VIP and platinum access. Why is there a VIP for the movies?
I have never seen VIP in this
Okay,
movie.
okay.
This
No,
is
no, no,
not
no,
a
no.
say
See,
less
see,
moment.
see.
This is a
No,
say more
no.
moment.
Say more. Say everything.
More, say everything.
Okay,
You need to
just-
know.
just
I
so-
need answers.
Just so you know, this
Yeah.
this all started off very earnestly, very small. You know, it was gonna be one theater. We're just gonna show this movie, and then it's basically just kind of snowballed, avalanched into this big thing. And what ended up happening, it was like, you know, because alphas are extra in everything they do.
Agreed.
It was like, hey, let's do a VIP. And so now we're having a VIP. The VIP basically, and I don't even know if you have any more tickets for. I don't even have a ticket, to be honest with you. But the VIP essentially is gonna be, it's like a quote unquote VIP happy hour reception, whatever you want to call it.
So liquor.
Yeah.
So niggas
pretty
want
much.
to drink before
Liquor.
the
So
movie.
that's what it is.
And so it's gonna
Okay,
be
niggas pre-gaming. They're paying for the pregame.
So
All
right.
at 7:06.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
It's for Brandon, bro. It's for Brandon. I don't say anything when y'all change every C into a K.
I give
Well,
them niggas shit for that too, though.
Well,
like
that's the
every
thing.
time they start something at 11, I give them shit for that too. If y'all don't start this at regular standard time,
Well, that's because they're in a gang. They're gang affiliated.
Hey, they banging over there.
aren't we all?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what y'all.
We just all niggas in gangs that study.
study
Who have
gang.
degrees?
Essentially, that's what all of us
Who
are.
have degrees?
Yeah, we in big study gangs.
My nigga, you get them biochemistry notes. Bless.
That's what it's like.
But honestly though, so the VIP is gonna be set up 7:00. I'm gonna talk regular now. 7:00. There's gonna be an open bar set up, hors d'oeuvres. It's gonna go for probably like an hour and a half, and then everyone else can come in at about 8:30ish or something like that.
Wait. So the VIPs get first preference on the seating.
VIP actually they have their own theater.
Oh my
God. Now let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. And this is me not even, this is Dom. This is not Dominic. This is Dom. I'm gonna be real. Like, this is Galleria. It's not gonna be. We don't have stadium seating.
what I'm saying,
We don't have
dog.
stadium seating.
Or like
anything.
assigned seating where you pick which seat you in
It
the
just
theater.
so happens that we actually have 4 theaters, 4 screens, and VIP just have their own special one. And to be honest, like General also has a screening, a theater that's actually just as nice as VIP.
So for all you 10th year seniors listeners,
just come early.
if you coming with your gal, tell her put the whiskey flask in her purse.
Yes.
Put the edibles in her purse. You good to
Well,
go.
no, you would take the edibles before you come there, because then you need
Oh,
time
yeah,
for it to
'cause then
sink
you
in.
need it to
You
kick
don't want
in,
to take it there.
and then you don't want it to. You don't
No.
want it to peak at the wrong
No.
time.
No,
in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
But this is why, hold on, but this is why VIP might not be better, though, because VIP is going to be all liquored up. So the kind of things you're trying to avoid on Friday is going to happen in VIP, because everybody all twisted from
What
the
if Mike
pregame.
drinking and Mike just start clapping 2 minutes into the movie? Who can tell Mike sit down?
No one.
No one. Ain't gonna be
But
me.
true. I mean,
I can be like, I agree. I agree. That was an amazing
I don't
scene.
think that people who purchase VIP tickets are gonna be belligerent.
Yes, they will.
I don't think that.
You don't know your boys.
Yeah,
you don't know your boys.
Lying.
You don't
It's
know
the
your
blackest day of the year. It's the blackest day in Black History Month.
It really is.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. This is
Hey,
Black
hey,
Holiday.
I have to give props to Marvel. It was perfect timing that they
yes.
picked February to actually debut this movie. So I mean, props to them for their marketing team for figuring that
So
out.
now we could get into some real Black Panther shit, right? Because we do the event. Everyone come out to the event.
Yes,
we are
yes,
going
yes.
to the event. We about to see what kind of tickets we about to get to this event. But we are going to this event.
I mean,
10th year
we parking
seniors.
lot pimping. I ain't getting no
Hey, I
VIP,
get my
bro. I
bag
tell
of
you
ice
what it is
cushion
now.
out there. Leave it on early that day.
Hey, we all been there before, okay? So trust. I may be out there too.
Hey, young Randolph, you know what you have to provide at this. This is your job in 10th year seniors. Like, this is your project. You know your action plan. Get to it.
Sativa.
You know what you said. Anyway. So, all right.
It's a
I
draft
had
in
to do
here.
with this guy.
Let's get into why Black Panther is important as a movie, as a film, why the culture is so excited about this movie. I know for me, like, we read comic books when we were younger. Me and Nal used to watch all that superhero shit. Used to envision at some point these things would turn into movies. Like, as a kid, you get introduced to X-Men and you realize, like, oh, the mutants are people of color.
Yep.
That's what I get. And this is where I get, like, the version of what my perspective as a young kid is, what prejudice is, especially like coming from a place like the Bahamas. So you see all these iterations, these film adaptations of like all these other superheroes, they get to be elevated to a point. And even there have been black superheroes before.
Yeah.
But there's
Static
the Blade,
Shock.
Static Shock.
But this is different.
But this is different. This
No,
is
because
the-
I actually
this is the
wanted
Black
to,
Panther.
I actually wanted to say something about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that I know the complete history of T'Challa and Black Panther, but I know who he was before all of this. I knew who he was before he premiered in Civil War. I mean, it's just, but representation is so key, and to see it being done on the level that it's being done with Black Panther. I mean, because there have been other black superheroes. Like Blade has had his time, but not to the level of this.
Meteor Man was a superhero. Hey,
Robert Townsend?
Dog. Let me tell you why.
The Golden Lords?
I want us to fight every nigga with a gold with bleach hair. Yes.
First of all, Golden Lords is lit as fuck. Like I don't know why there isn't a gang named that right now.
No, I watched that too. Right? I still remember watching that with my dad, and I'm like,
I mean, Super Video.
Yeah,
He was on that shit, dog.
Blank Man. We had Blank Man.
The only thing I remember is that I was like, it's the dad from Parenthood, and he's a superhero. And Eddie Griffin was in it too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I watched that. The Golden Lord. That was funny.
Listen, y'all need to do a black superhero screener from like 3:00.
Yeah, no.
So we can catch up on all that shit.
Oh, God.
Medium Man, Blank Man.
We didn't need to watch all the Blades.
No,
we can
just
watch, like,
Just the first one. I'm good with the first one.
The good ones.
You don't need the one with
The
Ryan Reynolds.
No, I'm good with the
third
first
one.
one.
Is Ryan Reynolds and Triple H. No, and who is that? Jessica Biel. Nah, we good on that.
We straight.
We good on
Straight,
those
bro.
ones.
Who else? Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn is Spawn's a black.
Spawn needs to make a comeback.
I think they are. I know I saw something.
They gotta have a better actor though, because you go in head first with Michael Jai White. Like that's not gonna get it done. Like he's not going to cross over to everybody. That's not
that was
happening.
Back in the day when people were more concerned about the legitimacy of the fight scenes more so than like the actual.
Yeah, let's be real. Superhero movies didn't really become a big deal until the X-Men. Well, you could still say Batman, the original series with Michael Keaton. The first two probably. Everything else after that with George Clooney and Val Kilmer was trash.
It was trash.
If we being real. But like X-Men and Spider-Man, they kind of brought.
Yeah, I look at the Spider-Man series with Tobey Maguire as the one that really brought it back.
Like the representation.
Oh, let's be clear. Panther was a black superhero.
Yes,
from the Thundercats.
But you know,
he was.
He was waiting. I could honestly
see my career goal to be a Thundercats thing. I was like, I'm already bald. But let me be Panther.
But you know what the difference is between?
I'm wearing a little jockey on now.
No, you can't. You can't wear that. You love to pause that entire outfit.
Niggas don't do that no more.
The difference between all of the black superheroes.
Suspenders. Now that I think about it, that's what Panther was wearing.
He did.
With spikes. That's some S&M type shit, bro.
All of those that we mentioned and Black Panther.
I was like, no, that can't happen in real life.
Nah, they gotta change his costume.
He's the only one that's from Africa. Like everyone, I know. No, I mean, Black Panther. Yeah. So I mean, that's obviously what makes him blacker than everybody else.
Okay, this is
because you have Falcon, Black Lightning, Static Shock, everybody we mentioned, but all of those American storylines.
American, but
yeah,
T'Challa is actually the only one, like you say, and more than just that, he's a prince, and Wakanda is the most technologically advanced country in that.
It universe. Paints Africa in a different light.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't make Africa look. But like, this black continent.
This is the thing, right? So we did another Black Panther. Well, not me and Nal, but our comic book guys,
Lazarus Pit.
They did a podcast on Black Panther earlier, and Carter was being Carter, saying how he wanted to be predominantly like superhero based, and for people who read comic books. And I was like, that's classic Carter, because my response to that and that entire line of thinking is, this character's name is Black Panther. Y'all let Stan Lee lie to y'all and say that just happened to be a coincidence that I came up with a character.
They're quick
in the 1960s.
They're quick to
specifically
say,
in what was it, 64 or 66?
And they renamed the character Black Leopard and then went back to Black Panther to be like, all right, we know what this is about.
No, because they're quick to say that Black Panther Stan Lee's version predates the actual group, but it's still kind of like this is too much of a coincidence right now.
Let me tell you what that was. Okay, see, if that had happened in the time period of 2018, you would have been like, he went to someone's Tumblr and he read that. In the 60s, you could have been smoking weed with someone in LA, and there's this low-key group calling themselves the Black Panthers, dressed in black with this, and you like, yeah, well, I could use that in some creative shit that I'm doing, and no one will know that I took the name.
No, it could have been like that.
Because like if Stokely Carmichael is with John Lewis before the formation of the Black Panthers, and he's coming up with this, and he's like, listen, these protests are too peaceful. Like there's too much stuff going on. I envision that they could be at a party somewhere and
Stanley
rocking in the same circles, and Stanley was like, you know, they got the best weed out there. That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck off, Stanley. I don't believe you.
No, and obviously, given the rest of his body of work, Stanley was always very conscious and very
I'm
supportive of the
saying,
civil
yeah.
rights movement. So this is in line with everything else he's done.
Along with what you said about the entire X-Men series. I mean, I grew up watching the cartoons too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that to me, the intro is still one of those classic.
Oh, it is
Yo, that
for
is,
life.
yeah,
No, I listen to it in the gym.
Yeah, that's a classic intro. But if you look at it, like you said, it basically parallels, you know, the whole Civil War.
Yeah.
I mean, not Civil War. Sorry,
Civil
Civil
rights
Rights
mo-
movement.
yeah, Martin and
You
Malcolm.
know, exactly. So, and that's exactly what it is. And you see the parallels all the time between Professor X and Magneto. You know, one is more about peace, being peaceful, trying to live with humans. While the other one is like, no.
So we know what
Like,
you getting
yeah,
at, Stanley. Like, you out there grabbing nurses on the ass and doing your whole Me Too stuff. Just admit it.
That man's like almost 100.
No, Stanley out there fucking with these nurses all the way.
First of
dog.
all, he
Like,
didn't deny it.
yo.
Well, his lawyers denied, but I feel like after
Stanley did that shit.
he did that shit
Stanley did
100%.
that shit.
But like, I mean, he gave us so much for the culture.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
I feel like anyway.
anyway, we
Let's
can't
not
talk
touch
about
that. Let's not
But
touch
no, what you were saying about Professor X and Magneto, that gets me to the topic of the Blackety Blacks, as we call them.
Yeah.
Because listen to me, you motherfuckers.
The brunchy
Do
blacks.
Do not ruin this, please. Do not ruin this.
D-Ray already kind of did.
We talking
did
to
not
Ike,
cost
we
a-
talking to Ike niggas?
Don't cause the backlash to come like before the movie come out. Let us enjoy this. Let the culture
Yeah,
like
we talking to Ike
ascend.
niggas.
Like let the wave crest before you come in with all of your takes, because I already see the one take that's coming. You know what that one take is? Well, I mean, Wakanda is a very segregated society, and they because they keep there are moments in the film, because I read no reviews of it, but I know there's moments in the film where T'Challa is saying, like, anytime someone is trying to invade Wakanda, he says, let them try. Because no one else is going to be coming into Wakanda unless you're granted access. And I said to myself as I read, I was like, I don't need these blackety blacks, these black separatists, black nationalists.
Oh, they're
to, like,
gonna hang on to that. They're gonna hang on to that and be like, yeah, this is exactly what we should do. Da, 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 da. Yeah,
Ask them
I
niggas
see.
if they have vibranium. Because unless
Right,
they have
yes.
unless their
Unless you have
inks are made of
vibranium.
vibranium,
Yes.
then that's the only way their
do
stupid plan
not
could work.
come out here with gold and diamonds and wood.
First
timber,
of
and
all,
think
they
you're
ain't
gonna,
gotta
like,
pause.
You can have a what?
Wood.
Yeah.
Pause.
Keep talking.
I mean, I'm just saying. But that is exactly what's going to happen, though. You know that's going to happen. They're going to either claim this as theirs, the Ink niggas I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They're
will.
going to claim this as theirs, or it's not going to be enough.
Oh, I
Oh,
agree.
you
I
say-
agree with that too.
They're gonna be black enough for them?
No, I agree with that, and they're probably going to go that route, saying like, "Oh, you know, this is he's Black Panther, but he's white man's own or
You
something."
know
like
why?
that."
Because they need to be contrarian.
They-
and if
Yeah,
too
yo,
much people
yeah,
like
yeah.
this shit, then they have to go opposite field.
They just want to dislike things and be angry on the internet and complain about things all the time.
Yeah, that's their spiel. I mean,
and then you know-
it works for them.
As a Marvel fan, you know eventually Captain America got to go to
He got
Wakanda.
out. I mean, we've already seen the trailers. And last we checked, Bucky at the end of Civil War was in some cryogenic chamber in Wakanda. So
America has to go to black people for
And
saving.
you
That's
know
all I'm
Steve
saying.
Rogers going looking for him wherever he is with his
Right.
sissy ass.
Hold on.
that
Are we gonna get into? Okay, that's a whole other thing.
Steve Rogers will
That
scour
nigga
the earth.
Love Bucky.
He loves Bucky.
I want to.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Where
Not that
are
there's
you?
anything wrong with that. I mean,
No,
it's great.
no.
Love who you
That's how
love,
you-
Steve
that's how you
Rogers.
wanna
I
live your
mean,
life,
listen,
like, yeah,
live your
go
life.
for it.
So you trying to
Bucky's
say
great.
basically he tried to throw us off with the whole kissing what's it, Carter or whatever. Like he's
Yes.
She's a beard. She's a beard. I really want
no,
you to say that.
he would go to the ends of the earth for Bucky, and
course.
we've seen that. He got his ass bust by Black Panther for Bucky.
Didn't
So,
matter, bro. Didn't
like,
matter.
that's a beat.
bad.
He will take on every one of you niggas in Wakanda.
It's crazy.
To get
Like
to Bucky.
he was fundamentally wrong for his side in the fight. To be honest with
course.
you,
Yep.
because Bucky killed Tony's parents.
Murderer. He
So
was
I don't
legit out there
understand.
murdering.
Like Tony had every right to want to kill this guy, but
I would be slightly perturbed. It would bother me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
and Steve is just there like he didn't know what he was doing. Like really,
I know he murdered both your parents. Hear him out first. Like, let's see what he has to
But
say
that's real love
about
God
murdering
damn.
your parents.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
that's some
real
deep.
love.
That's some deep shit right
deep
there.
shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would do it for Coach Cal.
Like so much, man. Anyway, let's move on to the next.
I was
topic.
gonna say something, but I don't want us to get too removed from all this. I was gonna say you guys don't look too hot this year.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Anyway, so question now: how black are you going to be at this screening? Are you going to wear everything that your fraternity has ever given you all at one time, and like some kind of African cloak?
We gotta go
With
by
a
Charo
drum.
to steal African garb. Charo got all the African garb.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, my Senegal
I'll be
right
real.
now.
I'll be real.
Breaking the kingdom.
I wanted to get a dashiki. I went looking for one.
Oh no, everybody did.
Yeah, I found a pretty fly one, and then when I went to buy it, they didn't have my size anymore. And then on top of that, I found another one. I was like, I don't know if this will get here in time. So I said, fuck it. And I don't even know what I'm gonna wear anymore. So no, I'm just gonna
decided
wing it.
I wear all black until like Friday. So until
Yeah.
Friday comes, I just go wear all
That's
black.
probably what I'm gonna do, because like I'm trying to, like, I found like this design. It's like the Wu-Tang symbol, but it says Wakanda.
That's some good shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
send me that
I'm
link though, Pause.
so I'm gonna get that as a
too late,
t-shirt.
dog.
I'm gonna get that as a t-shirt, and then I'm just gonna draw on black jeans, black Timbs, and call it a day.
That's how black you're going to be.
That's
There
how-
will- I mean, at this.
I mean,
screening,
Tim's is hella New York, but it's hella black too.
There will be people in dashikis out there. Shout out to my nigga Desmond Dunbar, who gave all of his friends dashikis except me because he said you couldn't fit into a dashiki. Like, that's racist. Like, African people work out.
That ain't your real friend. Desmond's not your real friend.
Desmond, you had a shit. I at least need like some kind of scarf or some shit.
You need
to walk
something.
in this. Or at least like a throne. And like have white people.
No,
take
you know what
me
you
in.
should do? You should rock a crown.
I go
Yeah.
to Burger King tomorrow.
Crown.
Yeah, rock a crown, bro.
Like, this is Black Kings.
There's black kings.
Wait, I
you
feel like
a black king.
Wait. Use the kind of nigga on Twitter who's tell all black women like, be black kings. We don't have to deal with y'all shit.
Oh, I do that shit just to troll sometimes. Like, what? Hell yeah! Like, especially like around the time when every girl was on that whole man or trash thing.
You mean every day?
I don't. It's calmed down a bit.
No, it's every day since
Has it?
2004.
Yeah,
It's calmed down a bit. I used to like to troll and be like, women.
I
are
feel like I
trash.
probably don't know enough about Twitter. It stopped. When did it stop?
No, it's
He
not
said-
that.
he said it
I said
had
it
calmed
calmed down.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
say it stopped completely.
Okay.
I didn't say it was a point in time when it was at its peak, and it just kind of tailed off.
Okay, I don't mean to go on a tangent. How did you feel about Kevin Hart to be the first black man in history to ever cheat on
That
a
was
woman?
surprising to
That
all
was
of us.
surprising.
Yeah,
couldn't
I
We
believe
did
it.
an
It was
entire podcast
terrible.
on that.
No, I
It
personally,
hurt
personally, I
everyone.
was shocked.
I was shocked.
I was shocked.
I
I
was
mean,
shocked.
black men don't cheat.
I mean, that's just
Like-
And we have to talk about it this month because I mean you have to
He
talk
was-
about
That's a block first.
you got to
That's a
talk
black-
about the
that's-
good
that's a
with the
black-
bad. And
that's
if
a-
you're gonna,
that's a block first.
If you're gonna prop up all the great things that we do, then
That's
you have to
true.
mention this one time that a mistake was made.
allowed? Because he hasn't posted anything about Black Panther. Is he allowed?
I don't know if he can.
I don't know if he can
I feel
go,
like
right?
Ryan Coogler talk to him and be like, "Yo,
Yo,
I mean,
doing
we just
that.
need you to sit this
If
one
you
out."
here
Kugler,
cheating-
Kugler probably stiff arm him like the security at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
did it,
you gotta sit this one out,
You
bro.
gotta sit that
You
one
know
out.
that's why they
too
didn't
much,
let him
man.
up there because
Yeah.
they was like, "I'm sorry, Kev, but you cheated.
You cheated, dog. Like we don't rock with that. Like
Ain't
go
nobody
home.
up here did that."
Go
I'm
outside.
sorry.
Go outside. Like no, thank you, sir. All right, so now how black are you gonna be?
This is about as black as I get. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't want no African anything other than we could like message Charo
Well,
and be like,
here's my
"Yo,
plan,
can I
right?
get some stuff. Can
I
I
am
get some
going
beer?"
to what I'm going to do, and he could probably listen to this and discover my ruse, but I am going to lie my way into Charo's place
Pause.
and pause. Yeah, that's true. And you know the African throw thing that he has. That I'm sure
Are you gonna take that?
it's the
Yo,
skin
I
of
wanna
some
take that. It's
the
the
skin of
a
some
goat.
animal.
Yeah.
Is it a goat? I don't
Yes.
know.
Oh,
what it is.
no, that shit's fly.
All right, listen. That
I
used
want to
be
say
our
it's
good luck
something.
charm
I want to
for
say it's something
LeBron
more
James when
exotic.
he's a member
It's
of
not
the
a goat.
Miami Heat.
It's a gazelle.
It's a gazelle. It's probably a gazelle.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
gazelle.
gazelle
It's a
skin.
gazelle.
So
It's a
what I
gazelle.
ultimately want is the gazelle skin, and
You're
then
gonna
I feel
drape it. You're gonna drape it. over
drape it
yourself.
around myself, and then I could possibly have a scepter.
First of all, you can't do that. That's mine. Like him and
Well,
you
it's
supposed
who
to-
gets it first.
Say less. All right, I got you.
Race is
I got
on.
you. Race is on. How black
Irish
am I going
Swiss
to be?
don't let you leave tomorrow.
It's Thursday.
I know what that means.
Tomorrow.
It's
You gotta
Wednesday.
you gotta leave tomorrow to get it. You ain't gonna be able to pick it up on Thursday.
He already said he's taking half day on Thursday.
I mean, anyway. So we ain't even don't even worry about him. Now.
Race is on,
You know
bro.
what my real request is? Like that would be cool. That'd be fine. I need a black glove.
Just one.
Just need one.
Just
just
one.
need one.
Just one.
Just need one.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah, you don't need to.
If I get a black glove, then I feel like it's over. And then I'm wearing my
All-
superhero cape as I go in there with my black glove and be like,
I was about to say you could just go with the cape.
of course I'm wearing the cape.
Oh.
It's black.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the cape.
Yeah.
That's the cape. That's how. Listen, you listening to this? You showing up? I could need you to be like 100% black. Like this is not the time to go 98% black.
I wish I had a Black Panther costume, to be honest. I would have wore that shit.
No, for real, for real. I know some people who like. I know one of my boys. He actually told me, he was like, "Yo," he's like, "Bro, I getting a dashiki made." This dude showed me.
Made?
Yeah.
God damn.
No, he showed me the
Okay, he
material.
went.
Yeah,
He
he
went.
showed me the material and everything. He was like, "I'm getting this made." no, this shit is serious for him.
From knowing fraternity niggas, I envision like someone being
No,
like,
fraternity niggas
yo,
get stuff made for everything.
No, I could imagine
yeah,
them being
yeah.
like, yo, I fucking this African girl because she have to connect for something. So I'm gonna keep doing that right up until this movie is released. And then on the Monday, I'll be like, look, we need to talk.
Yeah, this just isn't working out. You know, I have to go.
And he's a Kappa.
No comments.
Yo, niggas ain't shit,
No
man.
comments.
What you
No
say?
comments. No comments.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, yeah.
Black man.
Black man.
Hold to me, don't cheat.
though. No, but in my scenario, he did not cheat. He broke up with her.
Touche.
So technically,
Touche.
I feel like black men don't break up with women either.
okay, that's weird. No, that part is weird. Now you're doing too much. You went.
I
like
actually
the line
want.
is
I
right
actually,
there.
I actually want to hear where he's going with this.
No, I feel like what we do most of the time is we convince them that they're better without us. So they leave in a positive frame of mind.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Okay.
But I see where you're going. I see
kind
it.
of where he's going.
see
Your
where you're
reverse
going.
psychology shit, but no. I feel no. Like this is the Warriors and the Patriots on this side of the world. If you go,
Can't win championships all the time.
you can't win championships all the time. Some years, like you ain't gonna catch a dumb quarterback. That was such a dumb play. Anyway, we didn't even get into that. All right, so let's.
Wait, are we talking about last year when Matt Ryan took that sack and knocked him out of the field goal range?
Dog, and Tom Brady did the exact same shit, except he fumbled because he wanted.
Yeah, well, pretty, yeah,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
wanted to do it a little bit extra.
I mean, that wasn't
Yeah.
Brady's fault, though.
That was just a good play.
That wasn't
it
Brady's
was
fault.
a really good play, but then just like throw the ball out of bounds, get that 15 yards penalty. Anyway, so
But speaking in terms of
who are the Patriots?
who's going to forget them right now, they white.
They're
don't
white.
get-
First of
you
all,
don't get the
first of all,
reference?
I know.
You get- okay,
yeah,
there you
yeah.
go, okay.
They're the Patriots is like the whitest name you can find for next to I don't know Boston
Except
team.
though,
also
like,
have the whitest symbol.
Yes,
the whitest
there
mascot.
are Wakandan Patriots. They will be considered Patriots. Like when you hear them talking in this movie, from the things I gather, they would be like, "What the fuck you doing? here? You ain't from here." They are patriots to their country. They are 100% in.
Well, that's most of what. That's kind of like the societal norm for Wakanda. Like people in Wakanda operate a lot like people in rural Georgia would operate. Ain't from around here, are you, boy?
Okay, listen
Like
to
that's
me.
kind of how they
Listen
are.
to me. I know y'all laughing, right? I was on YouTube and there's an alt-right video saying, "Is this movie the best movie for the alt-right?" Because everything T'Challa believes is what
they
believe in.
Honestly,
No,
but not T'Challa. I think.
no, not
I wouldn't say
T'Challa,
him.
because T'Challa is the one who's going to be like, "What the fuck y'all doing?"
No, but
they're-
what's-
like,
Killmonger believes that more.
Killmonger,
He
yeah.
believes that.
Yeah.
He believes that more. He's
No,
the
but
A from around.
what's
type.
actually funny? Well, yeah, and then Killmonger he's not even.
But Killmonger's gonna be like an American
He's
who's
American,
coming in with
yeah.
like Wakandan ties.
Yeah, but what's funny with that, how you mentioned that, is I actually saw it's the weird. You see some of the weirdest things on Twitter, but I saw something where the black separatists, the Ike niggas as you call them, and the alt-right
Can't stand
and the
them
alt-right guys basically finding common ground.
Oh
like,
my god, these
Like-
niggas could be the death of us. man.
no,
I hate them so much.
I swear to God, like I was like, wait, what? Like, and I read it, and I'm like, you know what? they actually have the same beliefs and they have the same platform. And so it was funny, like they legit like found common ground. Like they were like, we understand each other. I'm like, what?
This is what solves racism. This is bringing these
That's
two
the
sides
dumbest
together.
shit I ever heard in my life.
This is why I hate
Separatism,
them.
that's basically, they're like, yeah, let's
I will
do this.
fight against them and be like, fuck y'all niggas.
We
to
have
the
to.
death.
We have to. And if this is where the war starts, if this is where the physical manifestation of this war starts, then we got to be ready to fight on this. And I am ready to
You know
fight
what?
the
I
niggas
watching
on
my
this.
training film on Thursday. I can know all these niggas' moves by then. I could be a superhero basically. Like, anyway, Nal came over by me on Sunday, and I was just randomly watching a bunch of Black Panther videos over and over.
Because it's like
about-
what you have to do to prepare for this, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
because
the same way, like, before Christmas, you would watch, like, a bunch of Christmas movies to get in the mood. Watch a bunch of Black
I
Panther shit to
don't
get
think
in the mood.
anyone is approaching this like you're just going to watch a movie. I feel like it's people that haven't been to the actual movies in years that
And
are
this is
going
they're
to
gonna
do
be-
this for this.
I'll be.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not as bad as you. I only go.
I
for-
mean, no, I watch movies when I leave the country.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I only like if it's something that I really want to see, I would go.
Wait, you saw what he was going to say, right?
What I was gonna say.
okay.
What I was gonna say.
He's only
Yeah.
going to the movies when he's going to gal.
Yes.
No,
that's what that was. That's what that was.
No,
that's what
no.
it was. That's what you meant.
Good
It's what you
recovery.
meant.
No, that's
It's
what you meant.
That's what you meant.
That's what you
All right,
meant.
let's be clear. Let's be
Yeah,
clear.
let's be clear.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, go ahead.
There are certain movies that I would totally go to the movies by myself solely because I don't want to feel like I have to explain shit to someone. So like,
Gals.
yeah, like if she does it, oh, so why is Captain like? Yeah,
So
you
you've
should-
never watched a Marvel movie with a girl, is what you're
No,
saying?
I have,
Uh-oh.
and that's how come I came to this decision. That
I ain't gonna do it no more.
No, I doing it no more. No, I have. Look, I went to watch Civil War.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a
I
tough
thought,
one.
I thought he was going to
No.
say Iron Man 3.
See,
Oh,
Civil War is a difficult one because it has so much storylines.
It pulls
I
from-
know, like, he was going to be like, I have to explain the Mandarin to this girl. And,
Exactly.
No,
be
I like imagine me having. First of all, I thought Iron Man 3 was dope until the Mandarin reveal.
Until the reveal.
I hated that. Like I honestly thought I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be good.
You were
I'm
like, he's a perfect terrorist.
I was
was-
like,
it was-
Mandarin,
it was awful.
I said, okay, like, yeah, Mandarin is some, he has magic rings and stuff, but I like how they grounded him in realism and stuff like that. So cool. Then they did the big reveal, and I was like, oh, fuck this movie. Like, I hate the first half of that. I mean, I hate the second half of that movie because I thought that could have been a great movie. I just wanted to throw that out there. I would die on that hill that the first half of Iron Man 3 up until the Mandarin reveal.
Didn't, yeah.
It was a great movie.
So disrespectful to Ben Kingsley.
And he said, yeah, exactly. Ben Kingsley's a great actor.
They should let him, because then, like, everyone's now saying that Killmonger's the best Marvel villain. It could have been Ben Kingsley.
It could have
if they just let him ride.
I honestly, but like for a long time, Loki got that position by default, and there's no knock on oh crap, what's his name? The guy who plays Loki, can't remember his name. off the top
Taylor
of
Swift ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, I know his name. I can't remember right
He's
now.
to me-
Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston.
Tom, yeah. Tom
Oh, I
Hiddleston.
just call him Loki. Like no matter.
Yeah, he's
he
just
would be-
Loki.
He could be
Like
Loki
I watched
forever.
him. I watched him in Skull Island, the King Kong movie, and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah, it's Loki, yeah.
That's Loki. Like he has reached that point where he's just Loki. But like he did a great job. Like I mean, every time he's been on, even up to Ragnarok, he's done a great job as Loki. So he was always the best villain by default. But I always thought that Mandarin Ben Kingsley could have made an awesome villain for Iron Man. I just wish they didn't do that. What they did, that shit where they did the swerve.
Yeah.
I mean, spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it yet.
If you ain't
Sorry.
watch Iron Man 3
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
then you're like, fuck your life.
Like,
I
first of all,
don't-
your life is way too
I don't
exciting
care
if
about
you ain't
anything.
watch Iron Man
Yeah.
3 on Netflix. Like, you probably jump
I
on
know.
a
I just
every day.
No, I have to be clear because I have this time that I spoil shit, and like I really don't feel like I spoil shit on Twitter. I
feel like it's fine to spoil
I say-
stuff though.
no, I don't.
Wait, what TV shows do you watch?
Like
You watch Game of Thrones?
hell yeah.
Okay, so how quickly after an episode ends do you then tweet about it?
Nah, nigga, I'm live tweeting that shit. Like, cause we should all be watching at the same time.
This is why they say that about you then.
No, what the fuck that? No, if,
No, I agree.
No,
we do a podcast.
I just was going to
immediately
say,
after the
we
show.
do a podcast the minute the credits roll and
No,
we talk about this shit.
No. I'm fine with it.
Oh,
You know what
okay,
I mean?
all right.
No, I'm sorry. No, fuck that.
I'm with
All
him.
right.
It's
No,
monoculture.
no.
Everyone should be in it at
No,
the same
no.
time.
I like how I'm tears for this right now. Defend yourself.
No, because it's stupid to me. It's like, how can I spoil a TV show that I can understand
Everyone's watching.
Yeah, I can understand a Netflix show where they just drop a whole season on you. Okay, you give people, let's say you give people, like, Netflix normally drops the TV show on the weekend. I give you until like Tuesday or Wednesday to watch the TV show.
Okay, that's fair. That's what I do with
fair.
Stranger Things.
That's fair. Like, I give you until Tuesday or Wednesday. That's fair. I'll give you a week, to be honest.
Because then otherwise, unless you're studying for an exam or like
Exactly.
inundated with work, fuck you and your amazing boating life. That you don't, I just don't have the time to do this.
But don't get mad at me for tweeting about a show that has already ended like 3 years ago.
No one tell you had a baby. To watch it.
Like, I was tweeting about Sons of Anarchy, and someone was like, "You spoiling it!" Like,
Oh my
that
God.
shit ended like years
Sons
ago.
of Anarchy been canceled since what, 2011 or something like that?
Like, I'm like, this show ended years ago. That's not a spoiler if it's already been out, and
That's
it's not
amazing.
a spoiler if I'm live tweeting stuff.
I love how you say this, but I feel like I'm cutting this part out just of you ranting about not being a spoiler.
No, I hate that.
But
Like,
that's the thing about the internet, though. You could tweet about Star Wars and New Hope, and niggas would be like, "Ah, spoiler alert!"
no, like everyone knows that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader.
Ah,
That's
don't say
me.
that. Spoiler
Say
alert.
spoiler. Yeah, like, no, fuck
Spoiler
that.
alert.
Like, no.
A lot of people don't notice is that.
Snoke dies.
Yeah, he really did. Like, and Luke died too. Like, since we doing all these spoilers right now. I mean, it's been
Luke
months.
also dies.
It's been months now, though.
But like, okay, so the way people react to that, I think, ties back into Black Panther because that's what we talking about.
oh, I've already.
Oh, the spoiler's
I mean-
about to be flying.
Oh, I've already been forewarned.
This is
in
why
theater.
the importance of pop culture on stuff, and like we talked about spoilers, like the lines that get said in the movie, the way a movie resonates. Like, listen, it's in one frame you can say it's just a movie, it's just a film. In another frame, you can say this stuff is more important, really, than the things that you think about politically.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the frame that a lot of people don't understand the minutia and the mechanisms of politics, but they understand a movie and what a movie represents, and it can influence thinking in a way that a speech from a president can't, because a movie is going to get played a million times. People are going to talk about it. They're going to quote it. So in my view, that's why pop culture ends up being important. And even though we obsess about it, we have a podcast about it, the importance of it and the way that it influences thinking is still not resonating with people, I think, in 2018. Like, it's almost like a guy got created, elected president based off of his pop culture strength.
No, that's pretty
But
much
then
what
you
it
don't
was.
acknowledge something like the way that a movie can have pop culture resonance. So what do you guys think about, like, how pop culture can empower stuff and how Black empowerment is being promoted through this vein of pop culture?
I know for me, everything you said I agree with, because, you know, I view pop culture in the same way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
We had a discussion earlier about Bill Simmons,
Mm-hmm.
and I think why he was one of my favorite writers, and I guess the same thing for you guys, is that he wasn't just breaking down sports. He wasn't giving you just a pure analysis on sports just from statistical basis. He wasn't throwing advanced statistics at me like, oh yeah, Larry Bird's PER was blah, blah, blah. No, he actually broke it down in a way that you can understand. And I feel like pop culture is almost like that universal language, because you can go almost anywhere in the world and people can, people who know who Rihanna is, who Drake is, Beyonce, and all of these people, Taylor Swift. And these are all big proponents inside pop culture. And so the same way you're speaking about Black Panther it's correct. It's true, because it's great that and like Obama was great in terms of giving representation for especially young Black kids to see that, hey, you can ascend to become the leader of the free world. But also, and you think about it, you don't have, and we touched this, it's not many superheroes out there. And every one of us grew up as kids dreaming to be superheroes, like you're in your backyard breaking a piece of stick off. And I grew up watching Power Rangers, so I always thought it was morphin time and stuff like that.
Which one did you pick to be, though?
Everyone picked Tommy.
I always picked the Black Ranger.
No, see, I didn't appreciate Zach until I got older.
Yeah,
There
I
you
always
go.
picked
See,
Zach.
no.
But like, everyone picked Tommy, and to say,
No.
I feel like if
No,
you didn't
but
say
see-
you picked Tommy, I feel like you was lying.
No, and I'm
always
being
went black 'cause I was black.
I look back on it now, and you be like, yo, Zach was cool. Like, if you see the intro, Zach is the
No,
dude.
no. When you look back on it now as an older male, you think, who was smashing who?
Oh, Tommy was smashing
yeah.
Kimberly.
Who was
We
that
know that.
jumping?
Oh, everyone knew Tommy was smashing
Well, I
Pink.
always thought
Whoever the Pink Ranger was, that was Tommy.
I always thought
they
Zach
switched Pink Rangers, and he still was smashing the Pink
Smash it.
Rangers.
He just like whoever's the pink one. That's me.
Zach was chopping on the Asian one, the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, he definitely was.
R.I.P.
And by the way,
R.I.P.
it is R.I.P. to Yellow Ranger, the OG Yellow Ranger.
OG Yellow
It is
Ranger.
funny though. Just want to throw this out there because I've made jokes about this now being an adult. That the black guy was the Black Ranger and the Asian chick was the
yellow.
Yellow Ranger.
Racist.
And it was so funny
yo,
that they realized that they did that, and like midway they say, "Ah, shit, we got to do a mulligan on this."
Yep.
And so they made the black girl, the Yellow Ranger, and the Asian kid, the Black Ranger. It was just hella funny to me now that as an adult.
I mean, but folksy racism could fly back then, though.
I mean,
it's fine.
to people. To
oh, we too woke now.
To people,
Yeah.
from, to people from Asia, they're just like, what? I thought that's what it was. Like, that just makes sense. Like, the green guy was Irish, right? You didn't, you didn't get that? You didn't get that? He was supposed to be Irish.
Yeah,
How did
but-
you not get that?
But no, but I mean, like I said, pop culture is like the universal language, and it's cool now that and we talked about the other superheroes. Like I watched Static Shock, we had other black superheroes. Everyone knew about Blade. Spawn wasn't as big, but it's cool to actually now have a black
Spawn wasn't as big. Black people didn't have HBO. Why are you watching this
No,
on TV?
But they had a whole movie though. John Leguizamo was
Yeah,
like
but you got to build like your audience.
This
And,
is true.
Like
This
through,
is true.
Through HBO, that's a way to build your like. Now niggas would just like, oh, I'm going to illegally download this and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
watch
yeah.
this.
But that's the difference in Black Panther and all of the other stuff that we mentioned, though. There is an entire machine behind this. This is a
Right.
part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is a blockbuster, which means you are reaching the widest possible group of demographics you could possibly reach.
Ricardo
And-
Wells, this is why this is so important.
and you have a young black person in charge of telling this story.
Kugler,
so
yeah.
you have 31-year-old black dude is telling the story.
Respect his beard.
You have to.
I'm just saying.
And so
I'm just saying.
like we mentioned
And that's
earlier,
gonna come up in our last question. Which, if you listen to this, wait for this last question.
we mentioned earlier how it's going to cause people, even though it's fictional, it'll have you looking at Africa in a different light, because what you see represented in terms of how all of us grew up seeing or thinking about Africa, you don't think of it in terms of this place that you want to go to.
Dark. Someone can correct me, but it's like the dark continent. Like when you think of Africa, you just think of everything being bleak. You're thinking of people like ignorant people who don't know that they're naked and stuff like that. And now this like Black Panther and Wakanda just totally flips that entire.
Because that's how pop culture sold it to an entire generation of people.
Yeah,
and you have to change that mindset.
Because the look of the storytellers is different now.
Because and like you look at it, like T'Challa is like more cool Bruce Wayne.
Oh, he owned the time he had in Civil War.
favorite Black Panther fact: richer than Tony Stark.
He's
That's
rich,
all I wanted.
and
Like,
Tony
I
Stark.
like-
They just like to say it too.
Yeah, and Tony Stark is richer than Bruce Wayne, so dude is like the richest like superhero there is.
By the way, which means all rich people who aren't superheroes go fuck yourself.
I've been saying that for years. Especially
I'm shocked that Elon Musk hasn't created some. Elon Musk is like the real life.
why
Tony
everybody
Stark.
waiting on him?
No, but what I'm saying
Because
is
he's who
But
Tony
what-
Stark.
They've been rich niggas
what
forever.
if Elon Musk is such a great superhero? He has an invisible suit and goes and save the day, but then no one knows.
Then
I think that's happening.
No, he should be like Tony Stark and just be like, "Hey, I'm Iron Man," or I'm Invisible Man," or whatever.
Yeah.
He decides
maybe he
to.
should
Like why
call
John
himself.
Rockefeller was in the superhero?
The Illuminati. By the way, which Black Panther is a member of the Illuminati? I'm
Oh
just
yes,
saying.
he is.
Black
I mean, he
Panther,
should be.
Who's it?
Tony
With
Stark.
Professor X, Reed Richards,
Reed
and
Richards, Tony
Doctor
Stark.
Strange. Yeah.
Yeah, and T'Challa.
Yeah.
Good job, T'Challa. All right, we're running a little long in this, so this is the last of it. Everyone, come watch the movie with us Thursday, February 15th at Gallery Cinema at 9:06.
let me
Stop
just
calling
throw
that
out-
the show.
we call it the show.
show.
If you're looking for tickets are at Quality Home Center, Carmichael Road, QBC Electronics, and Galleria Cinemas.
We ain't going there.
I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it come Michael, bro.
That's fine.
If
That's
you go to
fine.
Michael, you might get lost. It's
All right,
just what
that-
it is, right? Wait-
That's fine.
We
That's
can
fine.
wait till y'all Michael movie come out to be like, we having Michael Day.
Right.
We tell
No, but
them
see,
that,
that's for y'all though. Like we can
okay.
work this out.
Yeah, we got- All right, so this is the last question.
All right, I feel like this is important.
Okay.
I gotta mentally prepare myself.
After Black Panther premieres as a hit and everyone gets to see all of this black athleticism running around the screen for 2 hours and the movie does the biggest numbers in President Day history during Black History Month.
Yep.
Is this the highest that a black man's stock will be in the history of black men?
Woo. Yeah, that's
Okay.
I mean, think about it. When could there have possibly been a better time? When
Barack won, and that's probably the only time.
Barack was light skinned going.
Hold on.
Yeah,
But see,
good point.
I distinctly remember this though, because 2008, that was a time that was really for smart niggas, right? And for people that read a lot. And all of that went out of the way from, you had like a time frame in November when Obama was elected. Chris Brown beat up Rihanna by February, and that shit was gone.
Fuck.
That shit was gone. Niggas
No
did
one,
not
hit, no one hit anyone for the rest of the year.
Niggas did not care
That's
about
all
being
we
smart.
tried to-
Niggas
We need
did
to
not
ride
care
this.
about
We need
being
to ride
smart
this
no
wave
more.
until
Ride
the
this wave.
ride the
all
wave
about
until
that.
the end of the year.
This
Everyone-
wave is different.
Every black man will be in a relationship by like June.
This is-
Everyone can just be like, done. I'm done. I'm out.
This is the time for the dark man.
First of all-
Also, Idris Elba got engaged.
Yeah, he did.
So one off
Yeah,
the market.
Yeah, he
This
did.
is the time.
Yeah, he did.
This
He
is the
did.
time, my niggas. If you don't reclaim your time right now, it will
Reclaim your
never happen.
motherfucking time, nigga.
Recognize your worth. We are
I
all
saw-
T'Challa.
Yeah, Black Kings, our stock is at an all-time
We are
high.
all T'Challa. You know what? I feel like that could be my shirt. I'm going to get them made.
We all T'Challa.
We are all T'Challa.
We all T'Challa.
I
Let me
like
give
that.
you some money.
Yeah, I like
We all
that.
T'Challa.
We are all T'Challa, dog. Like, if you don't get it now, and if you waste this window, you just ain't never had the juice.
You never had the juice.
We
like
got
that.
we got the juice right
You
now.
got the juice and the sauce.
Hold on. But this is important though. We have the juice, but you also can't get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
See, and
By a great philosopher, Roderick David.
yeah.
Okay, don't
This is
get
important.
lost.
Don't get lost.
No.
That's why I feel like you should do a lot for
Hey.
Thursday, but don't do too much
Don't do
where you
too
get
much.
lost
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
sauce.
yeah, yeah.
You
Don't
go
do
watch
too
a
much.
movie, you hold your head, and as a king, you go home by yourself.
No,
Because you need to reflect.
Know your worth, Black King.
Hey, yeah,
worth.
exactly. Like, you know, like
Oh, like everyone doing this hand pose right now. This is know your worth hand pose.
don't allow these women to
I want
treat you
you
like
to-
a piece of
Don't
meat.
let them stress you, my
Like
nigga.
Because you know they coming out of this movie thinking I could get me one of them T'Challas. No.
No. Make her work.
Yeah, we will
Let her work for
decide
you.
that.
Let her know that you like to paint.
You just can't pick up a superhero like that because we are all superheroes
I'm
now.
not available all the time.
You
I
can't
have to
do that.
read.
Yeah.
I need some nights of reading.
I got shit to do.
You know what Fridays for? Fridays is for Netflix and sushi and me time.
Now it's our time.
Me,
now.
that was our time.
Reclaim your time.
Reclaim your time.
We
black
all
man.
T'Challa.
Know your word, Black Kings.
This is the highest your stock will be. Do not waste this opportunity. These niggas about to be shirtless, running around fighting each other. Pause. But like, listen,
Thank
you gotta
you.
know. You gotta know. You gotta know. I will see all of you out there on Thursday.
Yep.
Go out, support. We're gonna post a flyer. That's gonna be the picture to this podcast. Listen,
Oh, and let's be clear, like, and this is not like
he still ain't explained the VIP really technically, though,
This
so we
is-
can just like that.
Then
ride,
niggas
yo.
just drinking, man. That's all it
them
is.
niggas
Yeah,
drinking.
real talk.
They're
It's just-
drinking.
When Mike hitting his head on the side of the wall, I'd be like, "Fuck yes," then y'all can see.
No, but let's be clear. I mean,
wife
it's
would eat it, I
the
know.
kind of get serious just for a quick moment. No, like all the proceeds from this is gonna go to our scholarship and our mentorship fund. We actually have a mentorship program in place currently with Sandilands Primary. We visit them once a month. And we do that throughout the entire year. And I mean, it's a really awesome program. Those kids are hilarious. Trying to work on something to get them a special screening so they can see it. So I'll get back to you guys.
That
let
was
you
gonna
know.
be my. Hey,
Yeah.
that's what opens the podcast. That's how we open it.
Remember when y'all made fun of me when I was signing the autographs because they thought I was famous? Yeah, that was that sound.
No man, that's representation though. Like no, like on some
Black Kings.
on some real stuff.
I ain't,
Like,
ain't no one gonna be able to talk to me after Thursday.
and as well as they shouldn't, because you are a Black King, sir. Know your worth.
These gals about to learn this weekend.
Y'all about to learn some shit this weekend. Anyway, this has been the 8th Year Juniors podcast. I mean, I need a minute. Listen, this is our Black Panther preview. This is too much. I can
too
see
much.
all y'all out there. Young Randolph, you know what to do. Every member 10th year seniors, y'all show up or y'all getting fired. Ape don't kill ape.
Hey, I like that.